Here we are in the wonderful world of wetland. A saturated land filled with the joys and wonders of our very own state, Ohio.
Hi, I'm Spike McSpark.
And I'm Bubbles Bubblington.
And welcome back to Wacky Wetlands!
So Spike, what even is a wetland?
Well, a wetland is an area where water sits on top of the soil year-round. These ecosystems usually have a lot of vegetation, which sets them apart from other aquatic ecosystems.
Oh, okay, I see. So things like marshes, swamps, bogs, and fens are all considered wetlands?
Yes, could you tell us more about those?
Sure.
A marsh has soft-stemmed vegetation and saturated soils. These areas usually do not have trees and are mostly dominated by grasses. A swamp tends to have more woody plants like trees and has standing water in parts of the year. Swamps tend to have very saturated soils, which helps those woody plants grow.
That's so awesome. Those two are so cool. Let me talk about bogs. I love them. Bogs have a carpet moss that covers the floor of the ecosystem. They also have acidic waters that are filled with rainwater. I also really like fens. They're like bogs, but their water has lower acidity and is very nutrient dense when it comes to the soil. This helps promote the growth of grasses, sedges, rushes, and other grassy plants.
Man, wetlands are so cool.
They're totally cool.
It's really easy to bog down in a fit of laughter here at Wacky Wetlands.
So true. Hey, I really want to go to a marsh right now. Do you know where I can find one here in Ohio?
I do.
Here in Ohio, we have the McGee Marsh Wildlife Area, where you can check out the awesome trails and boardwalks. It's a bit of a road trip, but it's definitely worth it.
Do you know any swamps here in Ohio?
Oh, I do. There's this place called the Morgan Swamp Preserve. It's one of the largest wetlands in Ohio with over 2,000 acres of land.
And you know what they say, the swamp is a pretty wonderful place to relax.
That's such a mind-boggling, fantastic joke.
Speaking of bogs and fens, Ohio's got some pretty mind-boggling bogs here in Ohio.
The Cedar Bog Nature Preserve is one of Ohio's most unique wetlands, as it counts as both a fen and a bog, depending on the time of year.
This is all so cool. Let's go out into the world and explore into some of these habitats.
Here we are in one of our local wetlands, and today we're going to look at some of the critters you can find here.
Here in a wetland, you can find critters all the way from a salamander to a great blue heron.
Speaking of salamanders, look who I found here under this rock.
Whoa!
We have a spotted salamander. You can usually find these guys hiding under rocks and by stream beds. They like wetlands because they like this moist environment that we have here.
Oh look, there's a mallard. Ducks love all kinds of wetlands, but because of the fact that they eat grasses, they prefer marshes or fens.
All these critters are pretty cool. Let's look at ways that we can protect them. To the lab!
Let's go! We're here! Welcome to our laboratories, and here we're going to talk about some of the protection laws surrounding wetlands.
For example, if you want to cover a wetland with pavement, you have to rebuild a new one in a different location. Ohio protects their wetlands through a series of state and federal regulations. Generally, if you want to do anything with a wetland that involves filling it in or draining it out, you have to have certain permits.
The restorations of wetlands is very important for many reasons. Wetland restorations offers a lot of environmental, social, and economic benefits. These include improving water quality, enhancing flood protection, supporting biodiversity, protecting recreational opportunities, and contributing to local economies.
Oh, Spike, can restoring wetlands also help with CO2 emissions and climate change?
Yes, they can, through the sequestering of carbon emissions, which is the process of capturing and storing atmospheric carbon dioxide.
Whoa, that's so cool. So wetlands can take the CO2 from the air and they can use it and like store it and give it to plants and stuff?
Exactly.
That's awesome. Oh, Spike, what you got all down in the mud?
But I just don't know how I could even help with such a big problem.
I understand, buddy. This can be difficult. If you're feeling down about wetlands, you can always work on trying to reduce your pollution and conserve water. You can also eventually start working with your local Parks and Rec and see what you can do on wetland restoration. And don't forget, you can always grab one of your friends and take them to a local wetland here in Ohio and show them just how cool they are.
That's so nice. I really think I can do this now. Thank you so much, Bubs.
Of course!
And thank you for watching this episode of Wacky Wetlands! Woo! Wetlands, we have to protect them. The less we protect them, the weaker they get. Sometimes we think about factories, but something inside us says, no, no, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's go! Girl, it's locked.
Restoration of wetlands is very important for many reasons. Wetland restoration offers a lot of
Wetland restoration, social and economic benefits. I'll get there.
not a wetland now.
That's just wetland.
Actually, it's not a wetland.
You wouldn't get it. It's a swamp thing.
It's a swamp thing.